All right, y'all. I'm just pulling off from the gym. It's like 2:35 a.m. I didn't get no scenes, so whatever y'all are seeing probably gonna be from my next workout or something else. And why didn't I get no scenes? I really didn't do much. I mean, it wasn't totally somebody else's fault. But I'm gonna just explain something, and I'm gonna say that before I'm gonna say this to say that, right? As a dude, I can't understand other dudes in the gym, right? And I really can't imagine how females feel if I feel this way. You know, salute to them at the end of the day, because I don't understand it, right? I don't want to get too ranty. I might get ranty, but I want to explain it first. You know what I'm saying? When guys see that you're better than them, not better than them as a person, I'm not saying that, you know, people will misconstrue things. When you're better at lifting than they are, they can tell before you even sit down on a bench, or before you even get under the squat rack, or before you get under, you know what I'm saying, before you even start lifting. They can tell by everything you're about to do, the way you move, the way you're focused, the way you breathe, the way you approach the bar, the way you load your plates, the way you set up your area. They can tell. So I get that a lot of people are just trying to learn. But there needs to be a certain amount of holding yourself back from getting in the way. As a grown man, there needs to be that. You know what I'm saying? There needs to be a certain amount of, okay, I ain't gonna get in this way though. You know, that person needs to focus, because guess what? When you're that focused on that other person, it's impossible for that person not to have some focus on you. Then you over there clearing your throat, and every time you're just coming over there trying to grab somebody's attention, that's crazy. They're not paying attention to you for a reason. You know, a lot of guys act mean in the gym, and a lot of people are like, why do guys that lift, why they act so mean in the gym? I don't understand it. Now, I can't speak for every guy, but I can speak for myself. There's been times where I had to mean mug and cuss and growl and grunt to get other guys off me, or slam the weights, or act a certain way to get other guys, or literally tell them to get other guys off me. Because when you're lifting, you don't want to have that long, drawn out conversation of why I have to get you off of me. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people are like, why don't you just tell them? That leads to that long, drawn out conversation until you're blue in the face, and now you don't have any more energy for the weights. Now your focus and everything is, you went in there, eyes on a prize. That took your eyes off of the prize. And a lot of times, for those who don't lift, a lot of times it's very hard to impossible to put your eyes back on that prize. Now, sometimes you can. But I didn't do much, and I'm not tripping much, because I did do that 8 days off of work, and I'm still in the middle of that. And part of that is me relieving my stress, physically and emotionally, mentally, all of that, everything, right? So I can't let myself get too mad about the situation, because I also got to remind myself that this is just going to add to my recovery, because I really didn't do much, and I'm driving back home out of town, which is crazy. Drive out of town to go to the gym and didn't really do much. Some people just say do it anyways. You also got to remember, we're at different levels of this lifting thing, all right? People that's don't even lift will tell you just do it anyways. If I do, and I'm not tooting my own horn when I say this, if I do what I do anyways, probably gonna get injured. So to avoid injury, I'm just leave. You know what I'm saying? I'll lift tomorrow. I do the same lift that I was supposed to do today. I'll do that tomorrow. So today could have went either way. It's a trade-off, basically. So tomorrow could be my rest day. No, tomorrow could be my workout day. Today could be a rest day. You know what I'm saying? Instead of vice versa. I'm not working, so you know what I'm saying? I'm on vacation. So it's all good. It's all gravy. But I say that to say this. There needs to be times like that, but I can't be like that every time. Because if I'm like that every time, then it never matters. And if it never matters, guess what? I never get to my goal. My goal is going to take some big oomph. It's going to take a lot of oomph a lot of pressure, a lot of push. You know, for my goals, I can't just go in the gym and be like, oh, the only thing that matters is that I went. It don't matter. If I didn't get what I want to get, it don't matter. I could be like that this time, but I can't be like that every time. And it can't be half and half. It needs to be most of the time. I gotta go in there and get what I gotta get. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I wasn't trying to get nothing crazy anyways. I just wanted to get like 225 for a bunch of reps, about 5 sets of maybe 8 to 10 to 12 reps or something like that, whatever I can get. You know what I'm saying? And then I wanted to squat. I didn't even really have a protocol of how much I wanted to squat or how many reps or sets. I just wanted to go in there and squat. And that's what I was going to start off with, because my hip kind of hurt. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to just go in here and squat while I still... So this guy, he was in the other squat rack next to me. He was already there. I'd never seen this guy in my life. So he was done. I waited until he was done to go over there and set up my squat rack. And a lot of times, you can tell who's going to bother you. You was done. But you see me come next to you and set up my squat rack, and now all of a sudden, you ain't done no more. So now all of a sudden, you screw your squat rack and start doing another workout that you didn't even really know how to do. You just over there trying to stare into my eyes in the mirror and all that. It's crazy. And it's like, a lot of times you don't want to say that to these people, because then they try to say you being aggressive, and they try to snitch on you. Even though it's after hours, they're telling you the next day. I've had that done to me before. And it's like, no, man, I'm not trying to be aggressive towards you. I'm trying to be aggressive towards myself, towards my workout, bro. So I was like, I'm squatting and benching, right? So let me go and bench and then come back and squat. Because a lot of times you leave the area, they leave the area. And that's exactly what happened. But I walked into another dude, right? Dude in there with pajama pants on. You know what I'm saying? You could tell by somebody's attire. You know, he's probably a beginner. I'm not dissing. I'm just saying. You can tell by somebody's attire if they're in there to get it in or not. Not saying that there ain't nobody who be getting it in and dressed like that, because I've seen that too. Sometimes you can't always judge a book by its cover. But most of the time, you can. You know what I'm saying? So, dude in there with pajama pants on, staring at me while I'm about to bench. I get it. I think he was actually trying to learn from me. But I'm already agitated from the other guy. So, I warm up with the bar. And mind you, I'm very fatigued. That's why I took off work and things like that. But I'm like, you know, I'm going to take my pre-workout. I'm going to still get my workouts in. But I'm going to get a lot of, I'm doing active rest days, basically. I'm still working out, but I'm sleeping 10 hours or more a day, where I was actually sleeping 4 or 5 hours. I'm catching up on sleep while I was missing, right? So that's basically what I'm doing. So, and it's working. You know what I'm saying? And this is just going to add to it. This is all good. So this is going to benefit me. It would have benefited me either way, because I woke up out of bed, went to the gym, and then I'm going back to bed. That was the plan. Either way, I'm going back to sleep and getting some more recovery. But I rather would have had that recovery right after a workout. So, you know, I would have something more to recover from. But at the end of the day, I'm still recovering from weeks before this. So, you know, long story short, I just got weirded out. It was like this. Like, man, I warmed up with the bar. Then I warmed up with 135. Then I put 185 on the bar, and then I didn't even do it. Not that it was heavy. I could do 185 for like at least 20-something reps. I could at least do 20-something reps with 185 pounds. I know I can. I'm 175 pounds, and I'm doing 225 for over 10, 12 reps. You know what I'm saying? Working my way back to 15 reps. Working my way back to 20 reps with 225 within the next couple months at this same body weight, give or take. You know what I'm saying? I got a limit of 185. I'm bulking right now, right? I was 165 a couple months ago, and I was doing 225 for like 6 or 7 reps. Almost doubled that by just gaining 10 pounds, focusing more on the bench, benching more often. It's a lot of things, though. I mean, I literally got videos documenting everything I did, so, you know, I can't explain everything I did right here in one video. You know what I'm saying? I got videos already showing you me benching and showing the process and telling you everything I'm doing at the same time, right? Same thing on the squat, same thing on the deadlift, right? Same thing I did on every other lift. Curls, pull-ups. Type in Rapid Time Fitness and any of those things, and you'll see what I do on those things, right? A lot of people would think that, you know, you only showing bench, squat, deadlift lately. That's all you do? That's all I'm videoing right now. That's those things that those are my bread and butter that I'm trying to bring up right now, right? That's what I'm focused on. So that's what I'm filming, and that's what I'm posting and explaining, not just for the people watching, but also for myself. It's like a log, you know what I'm saying? Documents, I can come back to it and see, at my best or at my worst, I can come back to my old videos and see, you know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? But people being in the way is a big problem, man. Especially 2 o'clock in the morning. Ain't nobody else in the gym, man. This is a time for people to come to the gym and avoid. Just get it in. And just get it in. I don't understand that. I will never understand that. It's understandable. I ain't editing that out. But yeah, we are human though. But at the same time, you would do a lot better if you focus on yours. I tell people all the time, your best teacher is your own experience, right? I tell people all the time, when I learned how to lift, I got videos teaching y'all everything I know how to do, right? My thing is, I will advise, watch those videos before you go to the gym. Don't go to the gym to learn how to lift. Learn how to lift outside of the gym, and then take that to the gym with you and try to remember or watch the video in the gym and do those things and do what you learned. I mean, study outside of the gym, putting the work in the gym. See what I'm saying? Kind of makes sense though, right? Right. Now, of course, you're going to have a lot of practice. I always tell people, put lightweight on the bar and practice. Practice your form. Don't be turning your head to look at your form in the mirror. You need to be centered. You can record yourself and watch it between sets. That's what I do. I still do that to this day. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be having a whole bunch of weight on the bar on the deadlift, and they be turning their head to look in the mirror and see if their form is right. No. Keep your head forward. Film yourself and then watch the film afterwards. All right? But yeah, man, distraction is a muff. Hey, man, I be telling people all the time. You know? Oh, but they pay their membership. Yeah, they do. So do I. You know what I'm saying? I got the right to use a gym. So do I. Anytime somebody's better than somebody at something, then people think you should just stop. You're good enough, stop. No. Should I step out my shoes, give them to you? Here's my cars in my house. You can live in that too. Nah, you can hate me now. But my thing is this, man. It doesn't make sense, man. You get better by focusing on your workout, because you're missing out too. You sitting there, sitting in somebody else's lap, you missing your workout. You missing everything you're supposed to be in here to get. And you got the right to the gym, but you don't got the right to the people in the gym. You know what I'm saying? They don't owe you nothing. And it ain't gonna rub off on you. Oh, he's better than me at lifting. Let me be all over him. They don't owe you nothing, bro. It don't make sense. And it's crazy because guys be acting like that and women be in the gym working out. It's crazy. Pound for pound, it's like almost every woman in the gym is stronger than the dudes. Some of them actually overall stronger than the dude. And it ain't that the dude's weak, it's that they don't work. Then they're talking about football and shit. Yeah, what about what somebody else did? What about you, bro?